When I was a kid, my old man was never short on stories about his career as a Formula One driver, which by most definitions was a complete failure. Despite his mindless babble, his stories taught me a lot about racing. He talked about the things he noticed sitting on the grid, like the smell of the rain on the tarmac, or the way the clouds looked on a sunny day. He talked about those last 5 seconds, when your heartbeat revved up to match the engine, right before you hurtled yourself through space. All for what I asked. Simply told me. A shot for the glory otherwise known as victory. He'd spend hours pining over the details, like how to get a good start in the wet, and how to downshift to reduce your speed, how to navigate your way through a pack, all the while keeping your eye on your hips, but never at the expense of your apex. He told me how to handle going wide at turn 1 at Brands Hatch under black skies, and when the inevitable happened and chaos erupted all around you, keep your eye on your line. Stay focused on your next target. Cherry pick your way through the field and play defense. If you do those things, he told me, the race will come to you. With one exception. Never hesitate to take the lead. Even if it pisses off your teammate, tough shit. No one's working for their health. He'd carry on about how it was possible to overtake Hyatt Surtees, but warned it was ill-advised. Anyone who was that stupid, he told me, was just begging for a lick. Instead, he told me to focus on my exit speed. Try and get an advantage when coming out of a corner. After all, you never knew when opportunity was gonna knock. Like a blown tire or an engine failure. Just don't follow him into the gravel. In the end, my old man taught me one thing above all else. Never, ever settle for second. Despite all the accomplishments of my career, it was never good enough for him. He told me I could never cut it in Formula One, but I was determined to prove him wrong. Finally, I got my shot. The opportunity of a lifetime for the pinnacle of motorsports. It was time to rise and grind for the glory that we call victory.